And I'm live. Hola, mi gente. Joe Barreto live with you from the Credit Card Connection Studios in really damp, windy, and soon to be rainy Hackensack, New Jersey. How you doing, mi gente? Thanks for coming in. Last minute, just wanted to give you an update. I promised you I would give you last night on Chase. But before I do, I just want to say hello to Matt, who was the first in here today. I want to welcome a new channel member, Diane. Thank you for being here, Diane. It's really an honor to have you here. Thank you so much. Miguel, my papi chulo from Palm Coast. Welcome, welcome. Garrett, how you doing? Wepa, Garrett. Saludos, Israel. Hope all is well, papi. Sledge, don't start. Sledge, don't start. Mike, how you doing, Mike? Thank you so much for being here. Tariq, thank you so much for coming through. I know your work productivity is really important. And Stacy, thank you so much, Stacy. I appreciate it. Carlos Gomez and La Casa, thank you for being here, as well as Alex. What's going on? All right, so I promised you guys this wasn't clickbait or anything else, and I actually wrote in the thumbnail, as you can see, that it wasn't a leak. So last night during the live, I played a recording that I had because I actually recorded one of the conversations I had when I went into the bank on Monday. And on that particular recording, when I confronted them with what was happening with Chase Ink cards or business cards reporting to personal cards, literally, you can hear the person say, wow, that's impossible. Literally, that's what I got, right? But to their credit, they said, we're going to keep in touch with you. We're going to let you know what's going on. And this morning at 8:35, I got a call. Now, and it was funny because she's like, I'm sorry I woke you. And I was like, it's all right, But she said, I got the information you were looking for. And she said, now I got an internal email that I really can't share. So I have to redact some parts from it, but I'm going to send it to you so you could share it with your viewers. Kid you not, I sent the redacted parts to so that people could see it was legit. That it wasn't a leak that I got or something I got off somebody's website. It was, I sent it to Anthony, Key, Sledge, Chad. They saw it. And now I'm going to tell you what the email said, as well as what she told me that you guys should do now that this problem, I think we could finally stick a fork in it and it's done. Okay. So the email she sent me, and this was within their corporate, was some Chase business credit accounts were incorrectly reported to consumer credit bureaus due to a recent system update. Here's what you need to know. There is nothing clients need to do. The issue is already being fixed, and clients should see a correction to their credit bureau within 30 days. Now, what does that actually mean? So she spoke to me and she told me what happened. So they did a run through from an update and a platform that they were doing back in December. And they hadn't run another one until the end of February. When they ran this new update that they did, it seems that things that were picked up from so especially those that had applied, not all, but most that had applied with social security numbers, which is what I explained to her when I went to her on Monday, those were being picked up as personal credit cards that were being viewed as a personal credit card. So that's why it was reporting to the personal side. Now, during the day today, I was speaking to a lot of people on Discords and people were reaching out to me. And some people got hit pretty hard on their personal side. And this is what I want to tell you, what she told me, just to kind of work out with you guys and tell you guys in advance. So as you saw in the email, they said they're working on getting it fixed already. That's all well and good. But here's what happens with the damage that's already been done, because I asked her that as well. The problem is, if you had a high utilization rate on the business side and a lot of money there that was already posted to your business accounts, and now it's showing up on your personal side, your scores took a hit. I had some people that actually posted today whose scores dropped by 20, 25, 30 points down. Okay. Now, if your credit score is in the 800s, 830, and then it goes down to 800, you could weather the storm for the next, according to them, is 30 days. But I'm going to correct that for you in a second. It's not always 30 days. It's a lot longer than that. But here's the thing. So they're telling you that they're taking care of it and you should see something fixed within the next 30. However, real business owners that have high amounts charged to their cards that woke up after February 26th up until this weekend and saw this, TransUnion being the one that basically took the brunt of it. All right. So their scores went down. Now, what she did tell me was this: they were being overwhelmed with calls at their call center this past weekend. And like I told her on Monday, depending on who you got, your answer was going to vary as to was there a real problem or not. So when they did this update and actually were trying to change platforms, like I said, social security numbers that were used on the applications for, and basically sole props for the most part, not all, were showing up. And that's why you got not only the ink cards, she explained to me, it was ink, it was hotel and airline co-branded credit cards as well. Now, you can see where I have, let's say, a personal credit card with United and a business credit card with United. Some people have one with Hyatt personal and one business with Hyatt. So you could see where the mix-up would happen. And literally, as she said, when the data was being moved over, everything went through that should not have gone through. So she said, if you can afford to wait and you don't have to open up any new business credit, if your personal credit side was not heavily or severely damaged due to this transfer, mistake, then she said you could wait the 30 days and it should fall off because they're reporting to the credit bureaus that there was an error. I asked her specifically, is Chase reporting that there was an error on their end and it shouldn't negatively affect my personal credit side? And can I say that? She said yes. So, but she said, if you need credit, if you're thinking of applying for new credit, if you have to go out for a loan or if you were doing some other business planning, she said to please then call the number on the back of that particular card that you see showing up, call them and say that you are making a claim that this, inadvertent glitch showed up on your personal side and it's really affecting your score and your ability to either open up new credit or open up a new loan. So if you guys have any issues whatsoever applying, getting any information, anything of that nature, you should then make that call ahead of time because they're going through the system. Now think about this. Who knows how many people were actually affected by this, right? Who knows if it was more regionalized or if it was nationwide. However, from what I see with people on Discord and friends that I have that are all over the country, my guess is nationwide. Some people actually took 2 to 3 hits, with their spouse's cards showing up on a personal side that they had as a business and so on. So, I'm going to go through some of the comments now and any questions that you guys have in case I missed something that I did speak with her about. But I promised her I would not put up the email that she sent me with the letter that she got with the information out of kindness, because again, the relationship I have built with some of the banks near me have been kind enough to really take care of me. And when I need help, they reach out and they do help me. So out of respect for that, that's why I'm not doing it. But I did show it to some people in case, believe it or not, you do have people here that don't believe you and think that it's all, just for a click. This is not for a click. I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw some people, actually, I will mention this person today. At 2:35, Craig Mack, who was one of the first winners, I believe the first winner of one of the wallets I gave away, hit me up at 2:35 and said, Joe, I'm so glad I saw your live yesterday, right? Because of this situation. So I want you people to know that it's not for a view. It's not for a click. I literally just want you guys to be careful and go through your statement. And I told her, when did it end? So that they couldn't answer me if there was any other one still showing. But as of Monday, which would have been the 3rd, they were still appearing on people's credit. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys again before I go into the chat. check your credit report and see what's been reported even during this week. Okay. You need to make sure that that's nothing is showing up. And be careful because, it's depending on what you're using to check your credit. Sometimes they just list the name of the bank, but they don't necessarily show you the credit card that's showing, right? So some of the apps might just show you the name of the bank, like JPMCB, whatever it is for Chase, but not really be distinctive into saying this is an Inc card, this is a United card, and so on and so forth. So you want to make sure you give yourself at least the next couple of weeks to keep your reviewing. And if you do need to open up something on the personal side, guys, this is important because let's say you started with a 780 score and now your score is a 730 or 740. That drop can hurt in different tiers and different things for things you're applying. So if you need it addressed quickly, that's when you should really jump into it. So right now I'm going to go over these some of the comments here. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know. We have 52 people here on a Wednesday afternoon. I can't thank you enough for that, but thank you so much. So I have let me see. First, I want to say saludos, Jesus. Thank you so much, papi. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Te lo agradezco. Ya usted ve que fue un problema con Chase y lo van a arreglar. So no te preocupes si tú tienes una tarjeta de negocio con ellos. Okay. So yeah, Matt, that email did hit Reddit, but what I'm telling you guys is I didn't get it off at Reddit. That's my thing. When I said last night that people should really have a banking relationship, I meant it because it did give me, the inside where I don't like necessarily always having to rely on a Reddit post because you never know who's on the other side of the keyboard putting this up. You just don't, right? So I'd rather get it from the source, and I do have the source from an executive at the branch. So that's why I decided to go this route. But Juan Miamix, Juan, thank you for being here. Yo, trying to not even exclusive, just trying to be helpful. But thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Anthony, try my best, Papi. You already know. Thank you so much for that. Another new member, Anthony Fears. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the membership. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Look at this, Diane. Welcome, Anthony. Look at that. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate this. Let me see if anybody has any questions. So what I also asked, and Matt was alluding to it earlier, if there were any new changes coming up also to Chase with their cards, be it, they're extending the relationship with Lyft, which ends at the end of this month, or, the Palm card that was supposed to be their more exclusive cards. Right now, nothing has been said, and I think that they were just trying to get over this headache because this is a headache, guys. I give them credit for admitting that there was an error, and that's why, again, speaking to this person over the phone this morning and then her sending me the email a few minutes later really just showed me that there are people and institutions that do care about the relationship and how they treat people. And I take it personally. So for me, this works for me. And that's why, again, I'm not showing, a screenshot of it or whatever up on top because I don't want to put anybody else out there in any kind of headaches or whatever. So, I appreciate that. So yeah, Sled said, that he talked to Inside Source, said it was a glitch. But when they get to it is the issue. When they get to it means it could be 30 to 60 days. If you need something in those 60 days for you to apply for and your score took a hit because of this glitch, there's a problem. So I'm glad that she at least gave me the, the inside scoop on that. So this was really, really cool, Yeah, you're gonna call Chase for something else, Matt. All right. CJ, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know about God's work, but it is Ash Wednesday. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate the super chat. I really do. So Matt says he saw 100,000. So imagine that's not a small number. And even if you just put, $10 of it that's out there or, whatever, that's a heck of a lot of money also out there that you did not expect to be hit. Right. So you know. Um, well, it's not that they're taking the fault, at least that they're admitting the fact that there was an error. Other banks, Capital One, Wells in the past, nobody admits anything anymore. Thank you, Xavier Papi. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that, Pa. Again, you always come through, Mr. 1099 himself. Um, so yeah, Kevin, good point. So because this was an error, it won't count against your 524, which a lot of people were afraid of. If it hit your personal side, it was going to count against you as 524. Now that's not the case. They will undo what they did. My question is just how fast can they do that, right? So, Frugal Dad, Xavier is making it rain. I am so thankful to him. Thank you so much, Xavier. Frugal Dad, how you doing, Peter? I appreciate you. Craig Mack, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you so much, Craig. I appreciate you for reaching out to me earlier. Juan, yeah, Wepa, mid-afternoon. I was going to come on earlier, but then I figured California time, I had to wait at least till 3 here to give people lunch. So, yeah, thank you, Juan, for being here. Richie, I'm connected to my work Wi-Fi, and there's no video audio, but the chat is working fine. Yes, I did get the confirmation, and that's what I wanted to make sure, Richie, not just based on stuff that was passed along or posted. It was just at least she confirmed it with me. So for me, that is accepting ownership, because that same person was the one that said impossible on Monday. So for me, I take that as, yeah, that's really good that she admitted, hey, this was a mistake. Tell your people. As she literally told me in Spanish, dile a tu gente que esto es lo que está pasando. Tell your people that this is what's happening. That's what she told me. So, Ian, I hope you caught up with us now that you came in, but that is what it is. This is an issue on an upload and a platform change. And they're saying that this is going to be dealt with within 30 days. But if you need something sooner, you should reach out to them ahead of that. We have 61 people in here, mi gente. Do me a favor, hit that like. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate you. Business Prime Amex showing on your credit since November. You need to call them with that, Mike, because that should not have been the case. This hit literally after February 26th was the date that they could kind of trace it back to. I don't know if it still happened yesterday, but as of Monday, it was still there. So, Mike, you should call them up. That would be one of the things that you tell them, just so that you can make a note, So, and then my Inc. Unlimited showed up on my personal TransUnion this morning. Oh, there you go. So it's still there, right? So today's being March 5th, you're looking at April. And again, my concern is for people that use this and do repairs at home and things on their personal side, and you want to open up credit, but now it shows that you had a lot of inquiries, or it shows that you have extended credit. That's where the issue is going to be. Stacy, thank you for being here. Stacy, I appreciate you. I really do appreciate that, my love. Thank you so much. Carlos, thank you for being here. Hola, papi. How you doing? Thank you. Carlos here from Dirty Jers. Thank you for being here, papi. I appreciate you. Richie, I love that, Richie. Anthony Fierce, thank you so much. Yo, Anthony, it's my pleasure. I really do appreciate you joining today. It means a lot to me. I do not take that lightly. That's when you guys are the reasons why I do this. It's just become a part of me now, where if I don't know it, I'm going to find out. And everyone that knows me here already knows I just don't go based on what I see online or read. And that's why I wanted just to make sure, because it was that big, Thankfully, I didn't get hit. But again, it looks like from what they told me, a lot more people got hit that did it with sole prop or a sole proprietor and using their social security numbers. Okay. Kevin, you put that very well, Kevin. I'm not going to repeat it, but yes, you did. That was good, Kevin. Jesús, aquí la orden siempre, papi, que Dios te me cuide. Gracias. Emergency Live, QC Man. Thank you, QC Man. I appreciate it. I just wanted to make sure you guys that need this quicker than everybody else, just do yourself a favor. Call Chase. Make sure they know that you're on that list of people that got a hit on the personal side, especially if you need to apply for new credit or your credit score took a big hit, as some people's scores did, especially on Anthony's Discord that I saw earlier today. There were people that took 20 and 30-point hits. And that's a lot, guys. You can't just poo-poo it. Even if it's still, tier 1 credit or excellent credit. Again, I hate seeing my score drop in a fluctuation from month to month of 3 or 4 points. So imagine getting hit over the head with 25 and 30. I mean, I think that's just a lot. But, I appreciate, you guys coming in today. Um, the welcome bonus on Chase Freedom Unlimited, yes, it's doubled. Absolutely. That's a good point there, Kevin. I got that email as well. That Chase um, Freedom Unlimited card is now from 1.5 to 3 points per year for this first year. So that's huge. If you're looking for a Freedom Unlimited card, 3% across the board is very strong. So, um, yeah, so they've done it from time to time. You're right, QC man. So, mi gente, I wanted to keep this short, 20 minutes, just to give you the update. If you guys have any questions for me, any concerns, um, on the city front, nothing new to report. Like I said last night, for the Wells front, I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say that by May, you should see a new product being issued by Wells, because for the last couple of years, that's been their month where they've really put out a lot of their products, end of April, beginning of May. But again, nothing from Chase on the Palm card, nothing from City on their, City Strata Elite card, nothing even on their business sides of cards either. All right. So let me see here. Craig Mack got a notification, my FICO, that it hit my personal credit. Reached out to Joe immediately. Yo, Craig, you know that. Craig, you're stuck with me, kid. You know? So I appreciate the shout out there, Craig. And if you ever need me, Craig, you know how to get in touch with me. By all means, I appreciate the shout out, and I'm glad we were able to help here. Um, Kevin, you are so welcome, puppy. My love to the family, Kevin. God bless you. You never fail us, Kevin. Can't wait for you to have your own channel, Kevin. Thank you so much. Ian, that unlimited 3% is actually 5% at Costco with an executive membership for the first 62K in spend. Yo, that's excellent. That's an excellent point, Ian. I appreciate you for sharing that, because one of the reasons, I don't open up a Costco card because I just think it's a waste of a card if I'm only going to use it really when I go to Costco once or twice a month. But that's a solid option there, as you see, because you're going to get it. That's a lot of spend and a lot of points if you're going to, roll it up the Sapphire line. If you have a Sapphire preferred or reserve, you're going to get a lot of ultimate rewards points if you do a lot of your shopping at Costco. So again, the Freedom Flex is now showing, the Freedom Unlimited is now showing, instead of 1.5 for every spend, it's 3.0 for every spend, or 3 times. So, all right, guys. So, mi gente, as always, you could be anywhere else. You chose to be here. I want to give a last shout out to my newest member, to one of my newest members, Diane. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a member. If you ever need anything, please reach out to me. My email's there, and I will send you my number. People think I'm crazy for doing it, but I do that all the time. Same holds true for you, Anthony. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. And thank you for becoming a member. My channel members also end up here on my channel on lives. You guys know that. I've done it many, many, many times. So I would appreciate if you guys want to do that. Let me know. We can talk and we can figure out what the discussion would be about. CJ Bautista, thank you so much, puppy. It was my pleasure. I appreciate you being here on such short notice. Thank you, puppy. God bless you. Mr. 1099 himself, Wepa Xavier, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. And Anthony, you didn't have to, pal. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for your kind words and just for being here and being a member. So, mi gente, like I say, as always, you could be anywhere else. You chose to be here. I thank you for that. But more than anything else, mi gente, I thank you for giving me the privilege of your time. Until next time, mi gente, I will see you next Tuesday. New video drop on Sunday. Check out the referral links below. All right. I love you. Until next time, mi gente. Take care, everyone.